So can you stay focused? Do you stay focused? Hi, it's Bill. It's Creative License, and hi, thanks for being a part of my Dog and Pony show. And of course, these being the cool version of the show. I'm on vacation, and while I'm here, I thought I would record a couple of things. And one of the things that came clear to me that I thought I wanted to talk about was the idea of staying focused when you're doing your job. Right? You take your microphone and you step out in front of people, and then the distractions around you have to kind of dissipate, right? You have to be able to do this job without being distracted away from what you have to do, because hey, people are trying to do it. I don't know about you, but whenever I take the mic and I step out in front of the audience, the first thing I have is someone over me going, "Hey man, hey." I'm saying, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the evening." And "Hey man, hey buddy, hey, can you play Elton John?" And I'm in the middle of and we're about to be introducing the bride, the groom, the wedding party. And "Hey man, I want to talk to you. Hey. Okay, number one, the first thing I want to do, and I've done this before, which, now keep in mind, I'm going to tell you what I did, but this is not a good idea. I've stopped right in the middle and go, "Oh, well, hold on, sir. Yes, sir. You need my attention immediately, even though I'm talking to 300 people. What would you want? What do you need that is going to interrupt everything that's happening in the flow of the evening, sir? What do you want?" And here's the microphone. Embarrass him. Make him feel like a fool. It's not a good idea. It's not nice. So the professional keeps himself together, okay? Stays focused on what's necessary to do, and then moves through it, and all the distractions either goes away, or you find a way to make sure that what you're doing integrates with what he wants from you, so he can become a part of the thing instead of just humiliating him to tell him to shut up because, hey, it's kind of like a heckler, right? Hecklers, they should be shut up, right? So instead of doing that, you need to learn how to keep your focus and stay on the course. And that's hard to do. So being prepared is really important. Knowing exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how you're going to get from point A to point B before you step out there, because you never know if it's going to happen. And it hardly ever does. But when it does and you lose your train of thought, all of a sudden you can feel like a fool. So staying focused is really important. And you need to practice that. You need to find people that will come and attach themselves to you when you rehearse. Someone who can get out in front of you and say, "Hey man, hey, hello, how you doing? Oh no, I got you. Come on, let's do this." You gotta have those people that will help you practice. I got really good at it in the radio because we used to be mean to each other. I don't know if you worked in radio, but when I used to one of the first stations I worked at, I worked the news, and the news was in a separate studio. It had a studio here for the DJ who was playing the music, and now it's time for Bill Herman with the news. And there's a pane of glass that you watch me, and I'm over here, and I've got a microphone, and I'm talking into this microphone, and the DJ's over here. Well, their job, or not their job, but what they would always do is try to get my attention. They would jump around, they would make a lot of funny faces, they'd bang on the window. One time they even came in while I was doing the news, and they set my news copy on fire while I was doing the news. Now, if that's not a practice to keep you focused, I don't know what is. Because you can't go and run out of the studios in the middle of the news. You got to stay focused. You got to keep moving forward. So that practice, that kind of silliness, was a great boot camp to be able to be sure I did my job. Now, you don't necessarily want to do that. Not in a live situation. Not when you're getting paid. But it did help me a lot. Now, how did I know I was going to talk to you about this today? Especially when I'm down here on vacation and I'm messing around, because I did record one of these just a little while ago. And while I was doing it, over there on the patio by the room where we are, my wife came out. She saw I was on this, and she distracted me. I don't know, if you go back last week and you watch last week's, you'll see my wife was trying to distract me. You'll not see what she did. And if I told you what she did, she'd kill me. But I was being distracted, and I still kept my cool. How about you? Are you good at that? Do you practice that? Do you know how to do it? Can you keep your cool and move forward the script and do what you need to do. I'd like to know. Write down what you know. Write down, tell me what you think of this. Maybe this isn't something you worry about. I'd like to know. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next week. Bye.